that if you are really like manifesting and you're saying a specific like affirmation, you need to say it to yourself out loud at least 3 times and really believe it and really say it to yourself and to the universe. Because if you're just saying it, it don't really mean nothing, because people talk all day, you know, people say whatever they want. For it to really work, I feel like your heart needs to really be open, and so does your mind though, and you have to understand that, especially when something is just first starting out, like you have to understand you don't know that person and they don't know you yet. So if you are really ready and it's something that you are manifesting and like thinking about and wanting something to work, you know, you have to keep an open mind and think long term, because it takes a while to know people, you know, and something that you might not like at first may be the greatest thing in the end. So it takes time, I think, and just having an open heart and mind.
What about you, Miss Amanda?
Well, I feel like manifestation doesn't work if you don't believe what you're saying. You have to believe in what you're saying, or else it's just words. And manifestation also doesn't work at all without any work. There has to be some work behind what you want in life. You can't just say words and expect everything you want to come falling out the sky.
Yeah.
So I feel like specifically with love, I know there's no like physical way to go out and you can't just grab someone you want and say, I'm trying to get you, like, yeah. But I feel like in doing the work, you gotta put the work in yourself, because everything that you're manifesting for this love that you want, you have to make sure that you're ready for it. You have to make sure that you're ready to receive it.
And how do you get ready for it?
That is true.
Like,
You-
for example,
True.
how about if people get, I'm about to come over there, just get my drink together.
I see you.
Just get my drink together. I'm about to come over
You
there.
manifesting tipsiness, BBC.
I'm like, oh, that's the
Manifesting a good night.
Manifesting the spirits and the
We got
libation.
a couple Casamigos, y'all.
Yeah.
He said, hold on, I'm coming for you. Just wait.
My thing is this, right? And I'm just asking. So a woman could go and she's like, I'm gonna manifest the man that I want by attracting it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get all my stuff together, which I think all women should do. She got her own place. She got all her stuff together. She keeps herself together. She works out. She does everything. And then manifestation changes to expectation. And when expectation doesn't happen, expectation changes into entitlement. And when entitlement is your main energy, then toxic energy starts creeping in. Because once you start feeling entitled, because you felt, I prepared all of this. Imagine if I'm having a dinner at my house and I got Tiffany plates, I got Cristal and Ace of Spade and all the best of the best. I got all of this and I got like 2 people came to the dinner. So I'm like, this don't make no sense. Be like, yeah, but only 2 people came to the dinner. Enjoy it with the 2 people. Now, fuck that. It's 9 people table. Fuck that.
That's ego.
Now, no, that's entitlement.
That's ego.
And ego.
Yeah.
So once your entitlement starts kicking in, because I've seen it with my friends that are single. I'm like, bro, shorty looks like, yo, she got it all together. She's nice, she's beautiful, she got her own spot, she got money, she's smart. He's like, yeah, but she's entitled. She feels like I have to be with her because she's successful. And that's the same thing that goes with men. A dude get a couple of dollars, you can't even talk to him. He's like, I'm that dude, bro. He's like, I could buy 2 first-class tickets and take her anywhere in the world. I'm like, and? He's like, yo, I could do anything. You know how many girls want me every day? So
That is what someone would have to work on, because that energy, that attitude is disgusting.
Yeah.
That it's really disgusting. But honestly, like in reality, that attracts some women. Like some women are attracted to that, attracted to men that have it all and have that kind of energy that I can get you whatever you want. But that kind of energy comes with control, and that's what I don't like about that. Yes, they're entitled. Yes, they have this ego, and they're eventually going to want to control you with everything that they have to offer. I feel like in trying to figure your own shit out, where do you think you lack? Or actually, what do you know that people say about you that is just disgusting? Because I know my attitude sucks. Sometimes I don't see that for myself, but everyone says that about me. So yeah, I have to fix that.
I would think that though.
You're one of my best talents.
Listen, I can see that. I don't know if you got something.
Oliver sees it because Oliver be asking for it.
No, you know what it is?
You're one of my best, so don't let that.
Thank you. Tell everybody.
All over. She one of my best.
I mean, if you, we don't see it here, but if you feel like it's a feedback that resonates.
Only if she's tired.
Yeah.
Or hungry.
That might mean that you're like that more with people you are comfortable with. And people
Yeah,
you love.
too
I'm
comfortable.
Like that. If
You
it's
be
actually the
asking
same
for it,
thing,
my nigga,
somebody
like-
you know you're comfortable with, you love, you know that they're not going nowhere, so they get the worst of you. They get like the real hardcore.
Don't
you.
project.
That's
No,
That is true.
No,
It
but
is true.
no,
That's
it
what Amanda
is.
does to me all the time.
okay.
Okay,
And
you-
if that's the case, then that may be a toxic trait.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that. I love that. Marie just
No.
told you toxic in a very poetic way.
No, but
Your hair is
Alan.
nice, but you're toxic.
Shut up. No, but Alan, as you were talking about how this entitlement kind of festers
Thank
up
you,
into
Marie.
people, I'm over here whispering to Oliver. I'm like, oh my God, he's reading me.
Yeah.
Like,
And I said,
because because I kind of see that being myself. That is, in a way, me. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes.
I just think that entitlement makes people compromise more than they think. So I'll give you an example. Like, let's just say someone who probably goes to like professional athlete, like
Basketball
NBA,
player,
NFL.
NFL.
So boom, you're like, oh man, I got all this money. I'm an athlete. So you're expecting everything to work out for you. And then when rejection starts kicking in, because rejection kicks into everybody. I don't give a fuck who you are. You could be a fucking top model. Everybody deals with rejection. So when rejection kicks in, you're like, the fuck? I'm not supposed to get rejected. I'm not supposed to get rejected. And the crazy thing is, then your energy starts manifesting more rejection. Now
You're projecting now.
more, because now you're not accepting the rejection as in, oh, rejection happens, let me move on, so you could attract the next thing. So rejection feels some kind of way, and you being disrespectful to rejection, then you go to this young lady right here so she could beat you up.
Take your money, tell your story. Nah, I'm joking. But no, the question I was asking, do you remember what I asked when I was having all the ladies go around?
We've said so much.
Okay, so.
I remember.
I love it.
I was trying to remember, actually.
No, but you answered already.
I know, but I'm like, what was the question?
No, so the question was, what are like points you can give people about like manifesting so it can really work? Yeah.
I think the first thing that we should all be aware of is to be very intentional and very specific about what exactly it is that we want. You can't manifest anything vague, all right? Know what you want. It's just like if you're putting an address into the GPS. You can't say, yeah, I think it's over there, kind of like where the trees are. No.
Oh,
You
why
have
Deb be
to-
doing that? But they be picking it up.
Well, listen,
We all, you
if-
see how that works.
Listen, if you want to arrive at your destination, make sure you know
And on
where
time.
the destination is. Okay, so if you require love that is soft, say that. I want someone who is kind to me. I want someone that when I'm having a bad day, they can sense that. Don't be afraid. The universe is your catalog. Flip through it. Flip through the shit. What? I want this. I want that.
You want
I want
someone,
that. I
or
want
you
this.
want a man to do that?
Well,
Because men are not the most
see,
attentive.
if it's me,
But this man is.
listen,
Right.
my ultimate goal is to have a man that loves me and I love him, and a woman that loves me and I love her, and we
Time
love
out. So you
each other.
manifest in 2 relationships at one
It's
time?
not 2 relationships,
No.
it's one
She says-
She said a man and a woman.
It's
My-
3 people in one relationship.
My
Oh, you manifesting into one.
It is one.
my love utopia would be
You don't need to use
a
big words,
man.
right?
No, listen, it's I gotta say this. My
Everybody's
mom,
loving
right?
your voice.
My mom, as
And this is how the money is being given. I like it. You are good.
I'm changing my voice.
I want to say that right because
I'ma try that voice.
I got a ton of facets.
Uh-huh.
It's like my mother is a minister. She's also an educator. She just retired last month. okay, over 30 years of service to the DOE. The way I was raised, we were not allowed to say ain't, okay? Just not, she's Caribbean, she's 2 master's
You don't got a
degrees.
manifest of scolding over here.
I'm not
Okay.
scolding you, I'm telling you my background, I'm telling you my background. Now I forgot what I was saying, what was
You're
I saying?
talking about
I got
the
something I
DOE,
wanna
and you
ask
said
you.
Utopia. You said the Utopia. Hold up.
Oh,
The
yeah,
Utopia. Let her go there.
No,
See?
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead. I got a
like
question
that.
for you, right? My question for you is this, and I love the way you just said that, you know, manifest your destination.
Absolutely.
And now, I know I'm gonna sound like I'm generalizing, which I am generalizing. The majority of women, their destination is a wedding. Not marriage, a wedding. Right?
Ah, boy.
I don't think so.
Put the camera zoom in tight.
No, but I'm just saying.
He
It's a wedding without a great marriage. Like,
Oh.
Right, but
A great
throw a
party.
and dress up in a white dress
let me
if
ask
that's
you a
what we
question.
really
I want to ask
wanted.
you a question in honesty, and this is 8 at the table where we are just, honestly, the more we disarm ourselves, the more we arm our audience, right?
Okay.
Let's be very honest. At what point when you wanted to marry somebody did you think about the marriage before the wedding?
I mean, the
Be
last
very
boyfriend I
honest.
had.
Did you think
I-
about the wedding? And
No,
then you
I
thought
think about the
marriage?
marriage. I think about me, 80 years old, sitting next to my husband on our porch in some rocking chairs, drinking coffee. I don't think about like the celebration of a wedding.
So you were cool if
I
that
want
dude-
to be with someone for the rest of my life. That's what a marriage is to me. The wedding don't really mean.
So if the guy just was like, yo, let's go to City Hall, sign some papers, you're good with that.
If he's my soulmate and the man of my dreams, sure, and we'll have a little party at home. But like, of course, every woman would love a beautiful wedding. But what means more to me is to be able to know that I'm secure with a partner for the rest of my life.
So generally speaking, as a
Answer.
woman, do you think that most women think about the wedding before the marriage, or do they think about the marriage? And then
I
the
think
wedding?
that if you're a real woman, you think of the marriage.
Real sounds is
If you're
general. We're judging, we're not
materialistic,
judging.
you think of the wedding.
You don't have to be materialistic to want a wedding.
Yes.
No, but I mean, that would be your first thought if that's the type of woman you are. Not like, I can't wait to grow old with this person.
Okay,
Not,
so-
I can't wait for our wedding.
So I'm sorry. So now I wanna because I know you're not allowed to be touched. I'm sorry. I gotta be very careful.
Danny said she's gonna get married in City Hall, no big party.
Sure, Danny. Yeah, all right.
Hey, Danny.
Deuces.
So listen to this, right? So think about this for a second. You are looking for a man to sit on this porch, probably somewhere in North Carolina, and look an overview, right? So that's your destination.
I don't know about North Carolina, but okay, let's hear
All
it.
right, for Jersey, right? So that's your destination.
Okay.
So that's like what you're saying. That's the goal, right? So let's go all the way with this. You're on this porch. You're 80 years old. He's 80 years old, and you're both sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
How did y'all get there?
From living.
How much cheating happened? How much deception happened?
Well, hopefully not.
How much forgiveness happened? See, that's what I'm saying. That's not true. A lot of things. What?
You don't think true love is true?
That's not about it being true love. Let's stay. We're on the porch in Montclair, New Jersey, in this beautiful ass house, and you drinking tea on a Sunday morning with the husband of your dream, and you're both 80. How much forgiveness happened? How many times did he have to take you back for
Well,
fucking up?
Personally, the way I see my
You
life,
see it perfect till you get 80.
not perfect, no. Of course, every relationship requires give and take, and you have to, make compromises. But I'm a woman that knows myself, and I know that I'm not going to pick a person that would do that to me. I understand that things happen. But if someone cheats on me and requires me to go against myself too many times, they're not going to be with me when I'm 80 on that porch. I'll be by myself. Yeah,
But that's not
facts.
your business. That's not what you just said.
Real quick, 1 second.
What happened?
Nothing. Continue.
So but what I'm saying is that's not what you said. You said you saw
No, because
you
if I'm
and your
manifesting
man.
the right love, he will never do that to me, and we will
And
be
that's
80
what
years old.
Amanda,
Yeah.
Oliver,
Yeah.
that's what we're trying to get to. A lot of people got that end goal, but they don't know in between all the shit that has to happen.
So, if true love, what Alan's touching on, like, okay, you got your true love, right? And it's basically with this true love, if those things arrive, are you gonna still rock out? Are you gonna still be there?
it depends on the situation. You can't really say, but if someone cheats on me, I made a promise to myself that I will never let anybody do that.
So
to
that's
me
just
again.
a deal
So,
breaker for her.
Yeah, it's a deal breaker. I'm not letting anybody walk all over me. You either know what you have or you don't. If you don't,
Have you ever cheated?
deuces. No. Well, I mean, when I was younger, maybe when I was like 16.
I was about to say that no sounded a little slick.
No, the last relationships I've had, I took very seriously, and I've never
Okay,
cheated.
all right. Let's
Oh, real quick, I want to add to that.
Please do.
Because, but they both were saying, when you're also manifesting your love and whatever it is, you also got to know when to put yourself first, right? Because at one point, like I said, I manifest this woman, and Island, I'm gonna be honest, like, yes, that is the one, right? God sent me the one, universe sent me the one, but then I have to ask myself, like, how much am I willing to compromise? How much of myself am I gonna lose? I manifest this, but then it's like, manifest over my happiness, manifest over my peace of mind. So I think it's also key just to let people know that even though you've manifested this person, don't get lost along that journey about yourself. Because look, if you can forgive cheating, fine. But if you can't, and you took him back or her back and they did it again, you gotta say, you know what, I gotta go. As much as I manifested this, I gotta check out, because you know what, this journey's end, and then on to the next. Because people get so lost.
I'm not.
You know,
for cheating.
I just wanted to just let that be known, because people will be like, I need to stay on tried and true, and they lose themselves.
Like, all right, look, let me tell you something, right? I'm not for cheating. Cheating is wrong.
No, but it could be,
Right?
it could be whatever.
I'm not for cheating, and I'm not for a lot of things in relationships. But what I'm for and what is two different things, right?
Mm-hmm.
What we want and what is two different things. Like, if there's homeless people outside, nobody want that, but it exists, right? It's
Right.
tough. It's tough to exist, but you're not walking around New York City putting people in apartments and shelters, right? But it exists.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason why I'm saying that is you may not have somebody who cheats on you, right? But that person may be boring.
Yeah.
I
Or
mean,
he's not
really
motivated.
boring,
Let's say he loses his job and
right?
then he's not motivated
may
to
be
work
boring,
again.
He may not be motivated. He may not drive you. He may not even turn you on after a while. So, you know, like, it's almost like an exchange for what you're getting for what.
I have to disagree, because I mean, you're right, but I think what you're comparing it as is
It's
not
different.
correct. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but the way you're making it seem is like, of course, no relationship is perfect, and men and women are.
No good relationship is perfect.
No good relationship is
No
perfect.
good relationship.
But I believe that if you know what you have and you know the person you have, yes, there's going to be problems that arise, and there's going to be things you need to figure out that's going to be difficult. But if you know your person, you always 24/7 know what you have, and when you decide to kiss another woman, be with another woman, or for a woman be with another man, you know what you're doing.
It could be whatever. I'm motivated, whatever.
I think it's because you poked at it.
You know?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it looks like
Example.
you've been cheated on before.
Yeah,
And how did it feel?
horrible.
Did you manifest that?
Hell no, I didn't manifest that.
But are you still living in that
No.
feeling?
Oh no.
Okay.
No,
Did you
but
break
I
up-
think
did
it
you-
made
How many
me
times you took him back after he cheated?
twice. This was when I was a little younger though, and
Okay.
obviously,
Last
you know.
month. But let's just say.
What he say?
Last month.
Nah, not last month.
He's just messing with you. She's like, what?
Compliment. That's a
No, he's messing with you. Because you literally doing
I'm
it,
just
yeah.
messing around.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
24.
But
Yeah.
overall,
Oh,
what
me
I'm saying
too.
to you is this, right? You
I
did
am.
take him back twice after he cheated on you, right?
Right.
And
Because I didn't know who I was, and all I wanted was love. I was like, why? If this person loves me, then I feel
you
good.
all you wanted was love, or all you wanted what felt
Was
like
his love.
Mm.
Yeah,
I like
I
that.
wanted his love. And at that
Did he give
moment,
you his love? Be honest.
He did.
he did, yeah.
Did
And
He came with cheating.
All right, but forget the cheating. I don't want to bring the cheating
Okay.
to Amanda. Listen
He
to what I'm
did.
saying.
Okay.
Did he give you the love that you felt the love? Like the real love?
yes.
Okay, so I'm going to leave this off and I want Amanda. What I'm trying to say is this, right? You want a Ferrari. Let's just say hypothetically you want a Ferrari.
Mm-hmm.
Everything about the Ferrari you want, but the Ferrari burns gas. It just burns gas when you drive it a lot, right? So it's like you get what you want, but there's something that comes with what you want. So what I'm trying to say, and I'm not condoning cheating, but did he give you the love that you wanted? Because that man looked like he loved you for real.
No, yeah, I see what you're saying.
You understand? He was real love.
Yeah.
You didn't see it. You couldn't see it.
But he was just fucking dumb.
Yeah, but he was still real love.
Right.
So what's your point?
So my point is, a lot of times we manifest the end, but we don't manifest the process.
Listen,
I mean, manifesting the process, we don't know what the process is going to be. What we manifest, we don't know how it's going to get there. We're just asking for what we're asking for.
Yeah.
You don't
Some way.
manifest the process?
I mean, I guess you can.
Well,
but if I'm asking,
whatever,
but if I'm asking for a Ferrari, I'm manifesting a
You
Ferrari.
get it. Here, you got Ferrari in your driveway. Paid for. $439,000. Paid for. It's yours.
I think like as humans.
But
we
did I
all
win it? Did I have to do
things to go
something
wrong.
for it? Did I have to pay back or like?
You apply for a contest, you won it, it's yours. Then they send you the insurance bill, it's $8,800 a year.
Okay, well, my point that I'm trying to make, I don't know, I'm trying to counter your point, but I'm not really sure you made it. But what I'm trying to say is, just because you manifest something, you can always compromise with what you have manifested if what you got
To keep it.
to keep it, or maybe you don't have to keep it.
Because it's not worth it no more.
Exactly. Because although the Ferrari is what I've manifested for so long, it's actually just taking too much out of my pockets to put gas in here every other
So
day.
it stopped being worth it.
Exactly. So I'm going to trade it in now for something I feel is more manageable.
More your
something
speed.
Exactly.
So it was more of a feeling of having a Ferrari.
Right. I
So
got it
maybe-
and I kept it for a couple of months, maybe even a year.
And it
And
was just too much to bear.
yeah. But I can say I had it.
So love was too much for you to bear.
I see where you're going.
I'm asking.
I can't wait till you come to me.
I don't think it's not love that was too much to bear. She manifested that man, correct? Is that the
The one
boyfriend
that
you
cheated
manifested?
on me? No, that's not
No.
the one I manifested.
Okay, but say you did manifest him. I'm trying to make a point.
Nah.
So it's just that man that she manifested that wasn't all it was cracked up to be, because it
Right.
came with some things that she just wasn't willing to accept. So she's moved on to manifesting a different. Now she can put a spike in her manifestation. Okay, last time I manifested this, but this time I'm more carefully going to manifest X, Y, and Z.
Right.
Oliver, do you think that she wants a man that she could dominate?
Which one? Ooh.
This guy you with?
No, I don't think. Say your name one more time.
Karina.
I do not think Miss
Oliver,
Karina.
think about this for a second.
No, I
you don't
don't-
get the energy that she's looking for a guy that she can dominate.
I can't
I
believe
think
you're
I'm-
asking
I'm-
this
me, but
question right now.
I'm not getting
No,
that.
this is the energy I get from Karina. I get from her that at a very young age, she learned very quickly. Because I was going to add to that, when you're manifesting, manifest maturely. So I think what she went through what she went through. And
Like
she,
the Disney syndrome?
yeah, you know,
So
like.
she has the Disney syndrome.
She had like the Sleeping
is
Beauty,
that?
like you know the whole
Fairy
like
tale.
Prince Charming fairy tale.
And I feel like she's still
Yeah.
in there. Can I talk?
No. You did talk. No. And I'm not gonna. But no, I do not believe you're manifesting and you want to control and dominate someone. I
course
believe
not.
you learned on the job and you realize this is not for you,
Right.
and you're manifesting maturely. I think what it is
She's
now.
still in love with the dude, bro.
Yeah,
No.
but she's not. But hear me out. Here's the thing. But wait. But hear me out. No, but wait. Let's just say you are. You're not with him, which is good.
Right.
Because you want to move forward. So feeling what you feel is cool. But if she's now saying he is bad, I'm still loving him, still fucking him. She's getting what she's manifesting physically and mentally, but she's not physically with him. She's not mentally with him. Yeah, we're human. We're gonna have some soul ties, but she's doing the work to manifest and move forward maturely. So I think what she's looking for is that somebody mature,
By the way, I
someone
think you're very courageous.
Thank you.
along with
Acknowledge your
that.
strength.
Yeah.
See, that's what I want to say.
Yeah.
I think that's
Especially
what we
at
miss in these
24.
conversations. See, in these conversations, a lot of times when a woman like yourself could walk away from a toxic situation, no one applauds your strength. It takes strength.
Yeah.
It takes courage. It takes knowing who you are. So I'm gonna fuck with you on how you move, But before I do that, I just want you to know that I applaud your strength.
Thank you.
Because you're not for the bullshit.
I appreciate that.
And I don't know
and
why.
That's what I got.
I don't know where you get that strength from,
life,
but
life.
some other dude's gonna bring you the bullshit. So keep your strength together.
I will.
But yeah,
And you gonna smack him and he gonna feel it.
Exactly.
Strong.
I appreciate your strength. And Oliver, I appreciate your sensitivity. Well, go ahead.
no, whatever. The backhand compliment, whatever. Alex. No, I'm just really snapping about me. I want to still keep it on the ladies. Mistress Manifest.
I think you like to say that.
Nah, because I wanted to get it right this time.
Oliver wants to be tied up so she could be. What do you? What?
No.
With a poncho on.
I manifest and I'm okay. I said,
like
I work at McDonald's. I cannot afford her. I cannot, even sitting next to her, it's charging me right now. I'm good. But no, my question, no, I asked you about, no, you were giving your point. No, let's go back to the Utopia. Yes.
Yeah,
I
you
did
never
not forget.
finished the
So
Utopia.
let's go back to that.
So
Mhm.
my
Look at Oliver.
dream for love would be a man who loves me and I love him, a woman who loves me and I love her, and we
Oh, just
all love
talk.
the fuck out of each other. That's my dream.
I'll get lost. So, wait.
I have a question.
Yeah, because, okay, are you, okay, wait. Okay. Let's say this is the home, right? This is your home.
Yeah.
You. And this home, is it you and him, along with you and her?
No, it's all three of us. We lit.
Oh,
So do
okay.
you want
Cool.
your
You're greedy.
husband and your wife to love each other too, or you want them just to love you?
A poly relationship.
It's a triangle.
I like
want
that question.
Threesomes every night.
What I want is for there to be real love and real transparency between the three of us. Not y'all sneaking off over here while I'm over. No,
That'll happen.
it doesn't have to.
But it doesn't have to be sneaking. Like, let's just say, hypothetically, in the situation, you're with a guy, let's name him Bob. You're with a girl, let's name her Kim. Bob and Kim love you,
Who the
you
hell is
love
Kim?
them. Right? It's like you know why Kim sticks to my head? Because it always like keep it
Because
moving.
Kim K.
No,
Oh,
like
God.
keep it moving. Like when I be talking to people, I'm
Oh,
like, keep it moving.
I get it. Okay.
Bomb.
So Kim loves you and he loves you, but Kim is like, oh, you know what? We were just talking about going to the aquarium. You don't like the aquarium because she wants to have sex with him in the aquarium.
That's fun.
And you
That's
stay home
fun. That's
and they're
fun.
gonna do that. You're not gonna feel no jealousy.
No, it's sexy.
Shit, you a fucking unicorn.
I am.
Let me ask
I mean, well, that is
Wait.
you won't, have you ever been in a poly relationship? Like,
You know what's crazy?
He said,
She's a fucking unicorn.
Baby, shout out to you.
Give
You
her an
know,
award.
baby knows who she is, and baby knows who he is.
Wow.
We done been there and done that.
I could tell you the way you rubbing your legs. I see. I see.
No,
Okay.
honestly, the best of both worlds. The
Huh.
best.
What if you were only meant to be with one? What you're manifesting?
Oliver's a pure.
I-
Oliver, first of all, don't forget,
Yeah.
Oliver's a pure. Just so you know, Oliver is a pure monogamous.
Well, we could circle back to that because anyway.
Right.
Okay,
Oliver's like I'm always growing.
Yeah. You know, because real quick, I do believe I practice monogamy, right? But I do not think monogamy is natural.
It's
And the
not.
reason why
Mistress, you got the ladies going crazy in here.
and she's
Listen,
winning.
Sexual. They're like,
Slide in her DMs, please.
It goes down in the DM.
But no, I only practice monogamy because I don't feel I can juggle two relationships.
That's fair.
Sexually, cool. Like Alan said, keep it moving. But then it's like we're in the same household. What if at that time both you guys are in your period? And I know some women that don't like doing anything on their period. So now I'm shit out of luck, right? So I'm like, I'm good. I'll do it one. Cause like, look.
I mean, we had a.
Yeah, but that's you. But what if I attracted
we had a
women?
cherry on top shorty
But-
from time to time.
But what if I attracted two women that do not like to do, and I lose?
You gotta realign your energy, Oliver.
There you go. But anyway, but my question was, thank you for me. Let's just say you were really destined, like you manifest a man and a woman, but it was only one. Which one would you lean more towards, a woman or a
That's a
man?
great question.
I won't choose because I manifest all
That's a
my
great
desires.
answer.
I'm not taking no stress and taking no losses.
Do you believe that two
Right.
things can exist? Do you believe that you may fall short of what you manifest? You cannot get both. You don't believe that's the world doesn't exist?
Like I said when I first started talking, you can do, have, or be whatever you have the balls or the guts to do, have,
No,
or
you
be.
got balls.
I got them.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, pussy and all, I got them.
Yeah.
All right? So, no, I know what I want.
But,
I
And
know
it's
what I
gonna
want.
happen.
but can I just say
And it's
something?
gonna- alright.
And I'm gonna say something, and I'm
Alright.
speaking from an entrepreneur perspective, right? I think that you do have to have big balls to get what you want.
Huge.
But you also have to have big balls to get up after you fall from what you want. And I think that if you can't take a serious L, I'm talking about humiliation L, a bad L, in front of the crowd. You know, it's like, you ever remember when we was kids and you used to be like in the 5th or 6th grade and it was in the auditorium and it was doing the thing where they bring a person to speak. All the whole school had to sit there, or even in high school.
Yeah.
Imagine walking through the chairs and you just bust your ass in front of the whole school.
And everybody
you
laughing.
humiliate
Yeah.
and you drop fucking chocolate milk all over
Right,
yourself.
right.
That's humiliating, right? But let's say you was on your way to go meet the person because the speech inspired you to be great. So you gotta know you're gonna fall. So what I'm saying is like having big balls to be yourself is great, but what happens when you go tell your girl or a man to go tell or
Karina.
Karina go tells her man, I know you don't have a man right now, that I like smelling toes. I don't like smelling toes. Toes is not for me. But my dad used to tell me, there's this guy, my dad, I swear to God, my dad used to tell me this, there's this guy, he couldn't go to sleep until he put all his fingers through his woman's toes and smelled it till he fell asleep. Right?
It'd be like that.
As funny as that sound, it's a real story. It went throughout the whole
Don't
neighborhood.
even twist up your face.
But Oliver's
He is
into
a
toes.
he's a foot
He
man.
already said he don't like smelly toes.
Thank you. I don't like ashy toes, and you cannot be smelly.
But what I'm saying is like to our audience who's listening to this, right? What happens when you take a L when you ask for something from the person you with? Like, let's just say, how did you ask the person to say, I want both of y'all? What if she had said, and I'm being honest, I just want him. I don't want you.
We can be free here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Speak your shit. Like, speak it. You need a drink? Cause just
I got the drink.
Alright, just talk your shit. She said to you, I don't want you, I just want him.
Kinda.
You know what? I was involved in a relationship.
Answer the question first.
Thank you.
I'm doing that.
You gonna need a drink? You gonna need a drink?
Yeah. You know, my young
I've
ass.
been in that position. I've been in a position where
Yeah, I didn't even say that.
That's a good one.
She's
Like a
spicy.
month ago.
She's still on it. You gotta manifest and let it go.
I don't want to interrupt her.
I'm sorry.
I like when she
Alright.
talks.
Yeah.
You've been in that position.
I've been in a position where my beloved and I, there have been times where,
You call him
girls
beloved. That's real
want
simple.
only him.
Really?
Girls want only me. You gotta be secure with your partner. That's what it boils down to.
I love that.
That's what it all boils down
So
to.
tell the people
Negative.
they have to feel secure when they come in
Because
she's-
to tell their
Why?
spouse what they
After
want.
she's finished.
Tell them.
Like they gotta be secure.
I'm entitled.
I mean,
Fuck.
for the lifestyle that I live, I mean, if you're not secure, you should just go home.
Cause you know what I found out is more common than I thought. People like to watch people have sex.
Voyeurism.
I didn't know that was a big
I
thing.
love it.
What is it?
People
What's
like,
it called?
It's called
No,
voyeurism.
it's a real thing.
It is.
Like it's
Voyeur.
a real fucking thing.
It is.
I learned
literally-
this from being on 8 at the table.
Listen, I
People
literally.
love to watch other people have sex.
Not
Think
I.
about
I
it.
like to
So
participate.
you don't
Hold on,
watch porn?
wait. I literally have an
It's like watching TV.
album in my phone with the drippy emoji with just what you said.
Say it.
What you said. People love to watch.
Oh, you
people-
put that.
I have an album in my phone. It's sexy.
Like, I didn't know that. Like, I was like, really? No. People like, no. I just want to watch.
Yeah.
And I'm like, watch what? Like,
It's called
watch?
voyeurism.
Like, just watch. And then try. But then again, it's kind of funny because we watch porn.
But it's different.
It's not. You watching another motherfucker have sex.
Yeah, but it's live in person. It's not the same.
It's like I like movies. It's like saying I like movies, but I don't like plays on Broadway.
That is a thing too.
Yeah.
It is a thing because it's not.
I mean,
the same
those are
setup.
those are different. But I can
A movie
imagine.
is not a play.
Plays on Broadway, just like I like movies.
That's you.
But movies are different. Movies
Yeah.
is a screen. You're sitting there for
Or there's
maybe
nobody
2
looking back at
hours.
you.
That's it.
And Broadway, it's
you sit
live
for 2
action.
And also Broadway.
It's kind of disrespectful if you fall asleep. You can fall asleep in the
And
movie
Broadway,
theater.
you can
Like
actually
nobody
watch someone
cares.
make a mistake. They have made mistakes, but in a movie, they'd have many takes to go it over and go it over and go it over.
It's
So
different.
There's no mistake.
No
Same thing
comparison.
Porn is perfection. It's fake perfection. But when you're watching something
So would you
unfold,
watch a girl have sex with another girl?
no. What camera am I on? What camera?
No. Did you hear what he said? Did
No.
you hear? He said.
No.
Did you hear what he said?
It's without me, it's still no.
Would
With me, it's
you
no.
would not watch your girl have sex with another girl without?
Hold on. No, she cannot. No. I'm looking at all cameras. Oliver L. Luke, that lives in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, New York. If you are my girlfriend, my wife, you cannot have sex with another woman, man, trans, no. It's just me. I would dress up like Wanda from Martin. If you want that, I will be. That's it. No. Because I'm like Amanda. I am a Taurus. I am selfish. I cannot handle that, Alan. That is not on my manifesto plate. That is not.
I'm like,
You know why? Also, I'm gonna tell you also too. I'm gonna tell you another reason why. I don't like I don't like competition because you know what it is.
Really?
And I'm okay with my
He's
Insecure is my favorite
You know
show.
it.
Insecure is my favorite show.
long as you
So
know
yeah, if you're my woman, right? And you know, if
Did it die?
If we are,
It's fine. We're still alive.
if you are my mate, right? I know beforehand what I'm into, so I'm not into sharing you. I'm not into I don't know. And it's not about insecurity. It's just this is what my
you
preference
want.
is.
Yeah.
It's what my preference is. If she came to me and said, "Look, I want to spice it up and add
Does
someone,"
your preference stem from insecurity, though?
no, my preference stemmed from just my ideology of monogamy and just the stifleness of it. Yeah.
So can I ask you a question?
Because monogamy is stifling.
Yeah.
Because human beings aren't monolithic. So yes,
I
to
love when
be
you say that, by the way.
yeah, that's
You know, I
my
learned that word
that's
from
my
you.
I'm
line.
not sure what that word is.
So monolithic.
say the whole sentence again. Because maybe I'll pick up the
Who said don't come in here using
big words, right?
Yeah, you didn't know what you
Run it back.
He's over here using big words.
So when I say the human experience isn't monolith, just like when you have something that's stereo is broad, and when it's said is in mono, it means one. It's going this
Okay.
way. So for me, I believe all this can exist, right? Like you're stereo, I'm mono, you can stereo, mono, whatever. I do believe it, but it's also what I practice now. It's also what I can handle. So going back to manifest, when you manifest what you can handle. Know what you can handle. Be mature, be honest. If you are selfish, I'm an honest selfish man. I'm gonna let you know that. If you're insecure, I'm an insecure
I like that.
man. You have to set that tone. You have to let people know what they're getting
But
into.
the problem with that,
There is
I
not a
think-
problem.
No, there is a problem with that.
Because I'm gonna attract someone that's okay with that.
No, that's not true. I'm
Oh,
gonna tell you what the
yeah.
problem with that is. I'm just telling you. The problem with that is, if you know a lot about yourself
Mm-hmm.
and you're very comfortable with yourself and you know yourself, right? A person who really is interested in you and want to get to know you is going to ask you why. And a lot of times that is very annoying. For example, if you're insecure
Mm-hmm.
and you're not really comfortable, but you know you're insecure, and you say, I'm kind of insecure and this and that. The person may push you, be like, why are you so insecure? You don't come across insecure. You don't come across this. Now, your insecurity could only go down maybe 4 floors, or it may go down 92 floors. Do you really want to go through floor by floor with somebody?
If I view them as somebody worth it, yes.
Right.
And that's another thing too, because I also believe when you're in a relationship, it's not about you anymore. That's why I said if she came to me and said, hey, we've been together for 5 years, 10 years, and I want to introduce someone, I'm not mad at that, right? Because the human experience isn't monolithic. But I'm going to go back to what I said that, hey, that's
But
not me.
what about it makes
Or
you
I might
insecure?
change.
What
No.
about it makes you insecure, Oliver? Like, what about it make you feel
yeah, I can answer
insecure?
that. So, not being insecure,
No,
but
you gotta
no, I'm
be-
gonna answer that.
you know what I'm about to do. So
No,
just
no,
be
I'm
very careful.
No, I'm gonna answer it. That's what I said. I
Go ahead.
don't want competition. So,
You
if
don't want to compete.
no, I'm gonna tell you why I'm choosing to like cut that off. So if she's into men and women, I'm competing with both sexes. But if she's because I don't have a vagina, I could never win that war.
Can I
Like,
ask-
just saying. So that's why if I just eliminate,
Box it out. It's nothing.
yeah, let's box it out. Yeah.
No, keep both and box it
But
out.
that's what I'm saying. I don't. But what if, right? Because two things can exist. You start enjoying more of what she's doing to you. Like I can visually. Be
So-
like,
so can I ask you a
yo,
question?
You don't moan that way. And you know where I'm going with this. Come on, man.
My question for you is this then. This is my question for you, Oliver. I'm gonna ask you a question. I know you.
Yeah, we here.
Do you think that when it comes to relationships, you just put little to low effort? Not no, low effort.
In relationships, no. I think I put little to no effort in.
Low,
really-
not no, low effort.
No, I think I put low effort on myself. Meaning, I flip it. I know this is a dope, amazing girl. It's always we talk about like you gotta act your wage. You gotta act where you are in your journey in life. So I see this woman, and I know she's accomplished. I know she's the ish, right? And Alan, I might attach myself to her.
I think I got something for. I think I got it.
Wait,
Is this where the insecure plays in?
No. I think Oliver. No disrespect.
let me hear this.
It's true.
Let me hear this. If it makes sense.
You know I'm never gonna disrespect.
No, it's not what this. If it makes sense. No,
I'm
no.
right here listening to you.
Me too. I'm like, what are you gonna say?
What you about to say?
Oliver is a submissive man.
Yeah,
He's a very, very submissive man.
but duality.
If he's,
Yeah, no. As much as he.
We have to put the
I didn't
two
put
in.
enough berries in there. So Oliver is a submissive man, right? And the fact that he's submissive, he can't submit to two people. He needs to agree to submit to one person. But what if you're submissive to both women?
I'm losing myself.
You already lost yourself.
I was just
And I'm okay with that.
I was just thinking
But
that.
I'm okay with that but I'm okay with that, but also me being submissive, also it still works in my benefit because I'm still getting what I want from that woman I attract.
Sexually.
No, it's deeper than that. No.
I don't buy this.
You don't have to buy it. But I am submissive. Yes. But I know how to, but me being submissive, also, I get something out of it. I get the woman I want. Huh?
He might.
Listen, being submissive doesn't mean I'm losing myself. Doesn't mean that I'm this docile guy and you can walk all over me. I'm not a herd. I realize that let's say as a leader, I know how to make someone else lead as well. You know, it doesn't always have to be for me to be in the forefront. If this is my partner, right, and she has more knowledge or whatever it is,
No,
go
I
ahead,
agree with
let
you.
me submit.
But what's wrong? Can I ask you a question though, on some real shit? Just let's think this through for a second. 'Cause there's a lot of men that are probably feeling that same energy.
Yeah.
But are
Shout out to
very
them.
ashamed
We
to
here.
be them,
Don't be
right?
ashamed.
So let me ask you a question on some real
Without
shit.
love, you gotta evolve.
What if you're submissive? And you're very submissive right here, right?
This
To
guy.
manifest. And manifest's girlfriend is submissive to her.
That's the wrong manifestation. Because that's
No,
not gonna
but
work
she's
for
not gonna
me.
be submissive to. She's the sub.
So you're saying this is my girl, right? I manifested.
You don't even gotta worry about the other girl because she's so submissive to her.
But it still goes back
You might be losing.
But it goes back to me though.
How you losing?
Because he's
First of all, because if they're both the sub, you're the dom.
She's the dom.
You're the dom.
You
And
know
you got
submissive person could be a dom.
just shut up.
Let her man.
You know sub can be a
You're the dom. You got a submissive girlfriend. You got a submissive man. Your man is competing with this girl for you, for your love. And for you, it's like, who's more submissive to me? Oliver could simply be worthless because she does everything I say.
But he does everything she says. Hold on, Oliver. Quiet, Oliver. Quiet. She does everything he says. The other girl does everything she says. She runs shit. But only reason she got there, and tell me if I'm correct, right? The only way they got there is you allowed them to be who they are. Because some people could be exhausted with life and don't want to keep fighting. And I watched the show Billions, and this dude, he's a fucking monster. Like, he's a monster for real. I don't want to call him evil, but that's...
But he's evil.
But he's a monster. I won't call him evil, but what he does, he destroys people. Like, he destroys people. Like, your life, destroy your life.
But you see what he does his wife.
But what he does, he goes into these little dark rooms, and he have women whip his ass, beat his ass, make him lick the floor, make him, like, just dominate him. Because his inner...
Is that what you would do?
His inner
You wanna lick the
power
floor?
is...
No,
like, his
'cause
outer
he's the
power
dom
is stronger.
being sub.
Inside, he's just
I'm
this
a sub, that's a
little
dom.
person who
Trust
want to
me.
be dominated, right? But the thing about it is, what I really loved about the segment of that show was, I was like, oh shit, he really communicated that with his wife. They were open about it. They had marriage problems outside of that. But it's so crazy, his behavior created a divorce for them, but his actual who he was didn't create the divorce. Because he was really allowed to be himself with her. So I think that was the most healthy thing. That's what I'm trying to ask. So if you have two submissive people, that means you have two submissive people that know who they are.
But I also, before you go, I hate when people do this because there's a narrative on what submissive means. Submissive, that, like I said, it doesn't mean you could walk all over me. It doesn't mean I'm weak. Like, a submissive person can be a dominant person. They just move differently. I'm telling you.
Up and down cannot be the same.
A submissive person can be dominant.
It
I'm
cannot.
I
telling
know
you.
what you're saying.
I'm
I
telling
understand
you.
what you're
Do
saying.
you really want me to give an example?
I understand
I can
what
give an
you're saying.
example.
There's strength and vulnerability.
Yes.
Yes.
I know.
Yes,
Yes.
and that's what it is. Because you really think, you know what I hate? People think a man is somebody that's long, strong, buff, and boastful. No, those be the most insecure, weakest, shallow, empty drum men.
Don't say that. I don't
I'm
do that.
telling you. I'm telling you, know why? Because they wear this vibrato on their sleeve. They puff out their chest. I don't mean literally physically,
No,
Alan.
no,
No, hear me out. It's an energy. Okay, let's be real. When people look at my energy, I read the comments, and I've heard this in real life. Oliver looks weak. Oliver don't get girls. No. I'm not saying you. I'm just telling you I know what the consensus is. Because we're talking, right? So all I'm saying is that
We here. Let's
here
go.
on this show, it's about duality. So what I'm saying is that I understand how submissive can look this way, but also submissive can look this way. That's all.
You're talking about something different. What
No,
you're talking about.
you just said submissive. No, I'm gonna tell you what you just said.
took it,
You said
you went-
submissive was that
You took it and
I'm
went
doing
and
whatever
said
she
somebody
said. That's what you
else
said.
Crazy.
That's
Yo,
what I said.
And Alan agreed.
No, I'm gonna ask you a question. See, this is the shit that kind of I have to be honest on this one. And
Please
I'm trying
do.
to do it in a no judgment sense. Is this shit that they say masculinity is toxic? It's not about that. I don't think it has anything to do with that. And I don't actually
Hyper-masculinity
think.
is.
I don't even think
It's a hyper version to
No.
I'll
See,
let him
there you
talk.
go. Just listen to what I'm saying to you. And I'm not gonna get. And I'm being for real right now on some real shit. I'm not gonna account it to any sex, men or women. But this is how I look at it. We're in a house. We're on the second or third floor of the house. We're on the second floor of the house. We hear bang, like the glass broke. Common sense. We both woke up. Somebody's fucking breaking into the house. Who the fuck is going downstairs? That's who you are. Cause me, I'm getting the fuck up. I'm gonna grab my gun and I'm going downstairs.
Same
I'm ready.
here.
I'm ready to die. I'm ready to do what I gotta do
Same
to
here.
protect the person I'm with.
Same
You
here.
understand what I'm saying to you? So I'm saying that to say, and I could empathize that if my woman was like, baby, stay in the bed, I'm gonna go downstairs and handle business. Let's say she was the captain of the police. She's a captain of the police, right? Or she's a sergeant in the police force. She's like, baby, stay in the fucking bed. I'd be like, okay. I would. She's like, stay in the fucking bed. She grabbed her. I'm just saying in general. She's like, stay in the fucking bed. She's a fucking She's a fucking sergeant.
You would go with her.
No, I wouldn't.
Stop. First of all, you're lying. You're lying, Alan.
Alright.
And I feel like Oliver's the type of guy to be like, lock the door, we're gonna stay in here and call the police.
Cool. And you know why? Because I'm being judged on the perception of how I look.
Yeah.
But and actuality.
But I know
But wait a minute,
Oliver.
let's stay on this scenario.
I'm not judging you because of what you look like. I know you. Like, I know
You
you.
know that I would do that?
I know that you would not go
We've been in that
downstairs.
situation.
I know you wouldn't go
time out.
downstairs.
How do you know that? Hold up.
Right? So
Wait, no. Hell no. I want to know how Amanda knows for a fact. For us, 100%. No. No, I'm gonna let you talk. How do you know for 100% fact that I would say lock the door, let's call the cops, please? Because this is news to me.
I don't see that out.
No. I want to. Amanda knows.
That you were going downstairs?
No. How does Amanda know for sure?
That's just what I think. That's
Oh, okay. That's not sure. And where does the think come from? Because of what?
because of who you are.
To you, to what you see me as. We've never been romantically linked. We've never been in that setting.
But that doesn't have-
No.
Has
You
he
need.
ever felt protective over you?
And I wish you would say a lie.
No.
I wish you would tell a lie.
Hold on.
I wish you would tell a lie.
Hold on, because what I'm saying is not that he would not be protective over me. What I said was that he would say, lock the door, let's call the police. That's still protecting both of us. Nobody's
wasn't part of the scenario.
Nobody's going anywhere.
But that wasn't part of the scenario.
what I'm
you brought a
saying-
new scenario.
no.
The scenario was
But let me tell you.
she's spinning.
Different.
But let me tell you something.
backhanded compliment?
All I'm saying,
No, you won't go. Judge me.
all I'm saying was, Alan gave a scenario, and you said I would do the same thing, and I'm saying I don't see that.
And I get
because
why you don't see it.
You can be that dominant kind of submissive guy, but that's just the dominant guy is probably going downstairs with his gun, like, yo, babe, chill in the room, like.
You're proving my point. You just proved my point. The dominant guy. Just like
You just said you're submissive dominant. Did he not say that about himself?
I actually, Oliver, on God, I actually agree with Amanda because Amanda's really saying that.
You know why that's a dumb scenario? I lock the door. What if you shoot the door? We both dead. That is dumb. We have to get to the
He
bottom of
doesn't
this.
even have to know anyone is
Hear me out.
home.
If this is a bulletproof, if this is a safe room, yes, we in a safe room.
So let's
Or you know what I would do? Okay, here's what Oliver would do. Maybe I'm a peek out. And we gonna see if we can run to the safe room. I'll do that. But I am not about to lock a wooden glass door.
First of all,
now, like, what is he saying? Adding details.
A safe door, fine. You want me to run somewhere?
Wait, let me tell you where
I'll
it's
run to the
toxic.
safe
Now,
room.
see, that's where it's toxic.
I'll run to the safe room.
Now, God forbid, I'm in that situation. I'm like, Mama, stay in the bed. I'll be right back.
I'll run to the
Right?
safe room.
No. I grab my shit. I go downstairs, and I'm like, God damn, it's like 4 of them niggas pulling up. I'll be like, damn, go call the police. Yo, lock the door, go in the bathroom, do this. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to protect. I'm not going out there to be a fucking hero.
Right.
I'm just down there to fucking protect my family.
You added
understand?
more variables. You said a glass
No.
broke. You heard something. Then you said,
Yeah,
oh,
but
listen.
I'm just trying to tell
You
you.
added
if I go
variables too.
downstairs- If I go downstairs and it's like 4 or 5 people, I'm not fucking Superman.
Right.
I mean, depends. It's 8 shots, but you don't know what they got. You understand what I'm saying to you? So what I'm saying to you is this. I will go back upstairs. I'm like, Mama, lock the door, call the police. They're like this, and I'll stand by the door and try to protect as much as I can. I don't know what's happening. The point of what I'm saying is that it doesn't have to do with sex. It could be the man or it could be the woman. What I'm trying to say in that position is the person who puts the most courage out is usually the one that's going to dominate the relationship.
Not necessarily true. They could just
You-
dominate in that aspect, but there's different ways to
You don't
dominate.
think there can be equal courage between the man
Thank you.
and woman?
Then go downstairs. I'll stay upstairs.
But that's
I'd be
not
right
equal.
with you. I'd be like, baby, let's go.
So you could
Like,
be in my way and get shot.
Wow. What
Wow, see? Hey, this your guy.
Okay, hold on. I think that in the case that the woman is the sergeant, remember you said that? Of course, she's more qualified to go. She can
more
come with you. You guys can
She's
both
more
go.
trained.
But if she's just, she's like gonna be defenseless and is gonna be screaming and can possibly get taken, and now they're holding her hostage, it's best she just stay upstairs.
What do you
And
want
and if we both get out of that situation, I'm always gonna remember that you didn't protect me. You said, yeah, come with me. Like, why are you staying upstairs? Like, we're not both going downstairs.
I would go with my man.
What you going downstairs to do?
Because what if something happens to him? Then what?
Okay, India.
Then what?
No, something's gonna happen.
You know, Dirk in India?
Oh, no, you're so silly.
Well, then that's the way the world works. Then I don't know, but
Mistress Manifest, please. Please just drive this home. Let's bring it home.
So we been on for 2 hours.
Yes, let's bring
Yes,
it home.
we have 1 minute left.
Mistress
We got 1 minute
Manifest,
left.
bring it home.
I've kind of been in a situation before, and I went.
right.
Upstairs. You know
What was the dude
At the end of the day, I'd rather.
He was your girlfriend? I mean,
Whoa!
What?
I'm messing
Now
around.
it's being misogynist.
I'm just playing around.
Yeah,
I'm just playing around. I'm just playing around.
Me personally, I'd rather live enormous than die dormant, period. I'm not hot. Now, be clear. If it's 100 niggas outside, I'm gonna stay where I'm
But
at.
there's 100 men
If it's
outside.
100 niggas outside.
There's 100 men outside.
Oh, we don't.
Man.
It's
It's okay, it's okay.
If it's 100 men outside, I'm staying inside.
But if it's like
Doesn't
two,
make sense.
or if it's like
no,
three,
listen, I've had to do it.
okay.
I had a
Situation, you don't have to go
I
through
had
it.
a situation
Yeah.
where, you know, I heard the noises and I had to really decide for myself at 21 years old, am I going to stay in here and let whatever happens to me happen? Or am I going to go out there
And do something
and
about it.
be the one that decides what happens in a situation?
Right.
And I chose to decide what happens in a situation. I'm
Okay,
not
guys, we
lying
gotta
to
wrap.
you.
We gotta wrap up.
So,
The live is
you
ending.
gonna do it? You
Are we? Is it?
Can the sub down do it?
Yeah. Go ahead. Sub down.
Oliver, we're live.
Lock that door.
Lock it up.
From the sub dom of tonight's episode. No, all jokes aside, you know, just wrapping it up, we talked about manifesting. Be mature when you're manifesting. Be very detailed when you're manifesting. But before that, clean up your room, meaning clean up the room in your mind, clean the room in your heart, so you can let love in and what truly is meant for you. With that being said, thank you for watching tonight's episode of the A to Table. I'm here with
Amanda Shigera.
All right, let's get it again. Say, I'm here with.
Amanda Shigera.
Karina.
Peace, y'all. It's Mistress Manifest.
All right, I didn't get manifest. Let me get manifest.
Peace, y'all.
Peace, y'all. It's Mistress Manifest.
All right, you ready? Let's do this.
Do it again from the top.
No, just
No.
give a big shot right here. That's you. We live.
No, just
Go
manifest.
ahead to that camera. That's your camera right there.
All right, peace, y'all. It's Mistress Manifest, a spiritual Spartan, world traveler, and certified pussy whisperer.
All right, and Karina, give me one more view.
What's up, y'all? I'm Karina. I guess I should have said bye.
Say more. Say more, you know?
No,
Thank
it's
you for watching today. I'm Karina. I'm so happy to be here today and talk with y'all. And I hope y'all have a good night.
All right, cool. And Amanda, let me get you saying what are people doing on Thursdays?
Huh?
What are they doing on Thursdays? They tuning in to watch new episodes every Thursday. They
Okay.
tuning in on Monday.
Oh, is this an exit or am I saying this as a?
On Instagram and YouTube every Thursday.
yeah.
Like,
Okay.
You want to jump in there? You want to jump in there and do that? Okay. then.
No, I was just saying, is this going to be at the end of the video or at the beginning? Oh,
No, this is real. No, it's real.
okay. Alan, stop trying to throw me off, though.
You can't be going. Come
That's sub down.
Yeah.
on. No, she got it. That's she got it. She might be a dom.
She's a sub.
I actually am.
She's a sub.
I'm a sub.
Amanda, thank you. Thank you.
I'm a switch.
Amanda's a sub. Don't let her fool y'all.
Down today.
You see how they try to bring you down with them?
All right, go ahead, Amanda.
Okay, guys, I hope you guys are watching our lives every Thursday at 8 p.m. We are also going live on Mondays on YouTube now, so please remember to check that out. Like, comment, subscribe, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. We here, we're an independent company, and we appreciate all the support. So,
And thank you for the money today.
and thank y'all for paying up today. Thank you.
Thank you for the money today. So I want to close it off. Can we go to this camera with Oliver and Amanda? Can you go 2 shot with just Oliver and Amanda? You got it? Down. Let me get a 2 shot with Oliver and Amanda. Who would love
You know
to
the
see?
TikTok?
Look at it. Can you guys see it?
Girls,
Amanda, can you guys see it?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
look good.
Who would love to see Oliver and Amanda end up together in 3 years?
hey.
Look at both of their faces.
No.
Ending up together in 3 years.
She got my 4 kids being butt naked, making
3
cakes.
years. Oh, you have
I said 4 kids.
Making cakes.
She's young. She's 24. Look.
No, I'm saying you said 3 years, 4 kids. I'm trying to do the numbers.
No, I didn't. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe.
two
I did.
twins.
Damn, I'm
You said two
tipsy. I
twins.
said 3
First
years.
of all, get out of my face. First of all.
We're gonna wrap it out. Cut. We're
It's
good
alright.
to go.